The current state of affairs in kids martial arts in Fort Worth, Texas. The current state of affairs, I think you've got a lot of different options as far as what you can put your kid in. You've got after school stuff as far as you can put them in, sports, and you can put them in, chess club or whatever else that you really want to put your kid into. So you have a lot of different choices, and it's like martial arts has been proven to bring out leadership qualities in your children that you really, really want. They're also learning a lifelong skill that they can, pass on to their kids when they get old enough and stuff like that. In that they are, learning self-defense. Something that is going to perhaps maybe save their life, give them confidence, let them become leaders. I forget which movie director it is that says, if he's directing a kid's movie, he always makes sure that there's always at least one of the kids with martial arts experience in his cast. And he said because it brings out, these leadership qualities in these kids, and they're so much more disciplined, and they listen better, and then the other kids tend to follow along to that kid. And I found it really, really interesting that, he would, that was one of his requirements. One of the kids has to have martial arts experience, so that, just that alone, what that says about, martial arts training for your child. He doesn't say, one of them's got to have pee-wee football or pee-wee basketball or something like that. He says martial arts. And it's because of the things that, what we develop from training with, from the training that they receive while they're at the gym. And I really like Jiu-Jitsu for kids because it's like, there's, always a big kid that's going to try to pick on the little kid and, stuff like that, where it's like, they can actually defend themselves. If they choke that kid, they can actually, learn to defend themselves. And I've read different stories about, even little kids getting in fights, in Brazil and stuff like that, and using Jiu-Jitsu to defend themselves. So it's like if you're looking for, Jiu-Jitsu or martial arts for your kids, I would at least have your kid come in, try class, see if they like it, and then go from there. Thank you.